Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol VRX. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30 minutes in case you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this may look like a few weeks worth of time right there, it's actually just the past few days broken down into 30-minute time slices. Did this analysis a few days ago, so that's where these red and green line annotations are coming from, but want to get things updated here as we head into the weekend. First update, I guess it's not really an update, more of house cleaning, is I'm just going to delete this line down there. Yes, it still pertains to the chart, but in the spirit, from a presentation standpoint of not wanting to have 10 million lines everywhere that can cause clutter and confusion, I want to try to keep this as clean as possible. Next update comes based off a foundational principle in charting, and that is when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see the price stay above them. So for those of you that watched the video from a few days ago, hopefully you remember me talking about 1575 right around that area as resistance, but now that the price is above it, this would be considered what I would call a must-hold level of support. Why do I say must-hold? Well, hopefully we can all agree on the logic that price movements with true power are going to progress forward. The price is not going to go back to where it was. Hey, thanks, Captain Obvious. Hopefully that's what you're saying. So with that in mind, $15.75, if the price were to close below there, worse yet, separate to the downside, at that point in time, what is that doing? Well, that's putting the price right back to within that range where it already was. Whereas if the price were to pull back here, not saying it'll go all the way back down there, but let's just pretend. Let's take a kind of a nasty case scenario. It goes all the way down there, but then bounces back up. But even at that point in time, well, that set of lows would be right there. You'd have that set down there. If you picture each of those as stair steps, well, hey, you still have stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. And again, that's what truly strong moves do, right? They make progress in the upwards direction. Now, ideally speaking, that's just a must-hold level. But, ideally speaking, if you say, Clay, what would make this chart look the absolute strongest going forward? If the price can stay up above that point right there at $17, that would be the best case scenario. But again, I'm not saying if $17 fails that, the entire chart's ruined or anything like that, because again, you still do have that 1575 area of support. Now, what about levels of resistance? Next key level of resistance is this former level of support, which sits right down there. Oh, that makes it easy at $19. Again, this is just based off the foundational principle in charting, which states when levels of support, which you can see right here, acted as support a lot, are broken, they tend to act as resistance. So $19, that initial area of resistance, and then also keep an eye on the famous 200 period simple moving average, which is up there at that pink line. No doubt about it, though, after the nasty gap down here, the bulls have just been chipping away, and as long as they continue to build those higher bases, the chart's going to continue to take care of itself like it's been doing. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey, Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend.